everyone. Welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Rachel, and I'm on the client success team here at Early Learning Ventures. And today I am joined by another returning guest, Jomar Hooper. Welcome, Jomar. Thank you so much. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Rachel. I'm happy to be here and talk a little bit more about Third Decade and how we can partner to get folks the financial education and mentoring they need.
Yeah, we're really excited to learn more. And, I was thinking that the last time we had you on was last year, but I realized it was, I think, the end of 2023. So it's been more than a year now.
I guess time flies when you're having fun, they say. But I think it's perfect timing for us to come back and talk about what some of the new stuff that we have going on at Third Decade and just new ways that we can hopefully engage the people that you serve.
Yeah, awesome. Great. So Jomar is the CEO of Third Decade Financial Education. I'll have him do a little introduction to himself here in just a second. But I wanted to also thank everybody who is watching live today or for joining us, or even if you're watching the recorded video, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to share the video out with your network because there might be someone that can benefit from these resources talked about, and just to help spread the word and share information. And if you have not heard of Early Learning Ventures before, we are a 501c3 nonprofit based out of Colorado, and our mission is to expand access to quality and affordable childcare. So these What's Up Wednesday videos are just one of the resources that we offer. So I do encourage you to visit our website to learn more. In Colorado specifically, we provide a deeper level of support through access to our shared resource platform, which I also have a link for down below. And the shared resource platform is available to all early childhood providers in the state of Colorado. And also in Colorado, we are able to provide direct coaching and support and funding to providers through our Early Head Start and Child Care Partnership program. But beyond that, we also have services and resources that are available nationwide. For example, our child care management system, Alliance Core, which is geared towards lessening your administrative burden and offering some much needed back office support. If you visit our website through the link in the description of this video, you can get a free demo of Alliance Core and also learn about our other resources and services as well. Okay, let's get started. Jomar, can you start us off by introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about your role at Third Decade?
Absolutely. So I'm Jomar Hooper. I am the CEO here at Third Decade, the very proud CEO. I get to have the pleasure of working with the amazing team and the amazing board and amazing volunteers that we have that really help actualize all the work that we do on the ground. We're a nonprofit that's been around for a little bit, and we're excited to continue to do our work to get more and more young people, young adults engaged in financial education.
Great. So can you kind of just give us a little bit of overview of what is Third Decade and what is the primary focus?
So Third Decade, I get a lot of questions. What does Third Decade mean? So what we teach at Third Decade is basically we want to pull the pieces together to provide financial education and mentoring to young adults throughout the country. And we call it Third Decade because there's a lot of things that we want to teach you in and around your third decade of life, which is your 20s. So we generally serve folks 18 through 35 in our core program. And we have a mixture of opportunities for them to really advance themselves and get the knowledge and behavioral change that they need to be successful. So our program is composed of 10 hours of virtual financial education, where you're going to learn the basics of credit, debt, investments, insurance, taxes, you name it. I mentioned the stuff that you need to know by your third decade. But what really sets us apart is the fact that we have volunteers from the financial services sector who work with our participants to create a solid financial plan. They help them create goals, and they help them create a plan to actualize those goals and get to where they want to be in life. So we don't prescribe what those goals are. We kind of work with folks to be able to find fish and just, determine what those goals are. And then we create a solid financial plan, the same exact plan you would get if you paid for that for a financial plan, but you get that for free here at Third Decade. And last but not least is our component of a capital investment. We believe in our participants so much that we want to provide them with the financial jumpstart once they finish our program, so that they're able to get $250 into a Roth IRA to get a jumpstart basically on their finances.
That's amazing. So I just want to emphasize that this is, because the network that we're in is the ECE field, but this is something that like you said, anyone from the age of 18 to 35 could benefit from. So I think that everybody watching has someone in their life that could really utilize this resource, this information, this cohort. And I do also want to say that after our first episode together and I learned about third decade, I did take the course last year, and I can't say enough about how much I've learned and how much I've been able to help and support others in my life as well with the knowledge that I gained. So yes, it's an amazing course, and I'm really grateful that I learned about it through this What's Up Wednesday episode.
Yeah, I was so happy to hear that you took the course. And I look at it, when you're on an airplane, they say put your oxygen mask on first, right? So I think we're in the field of caring. The people that you work with are early childhood folks, and they do a lot of service, they do a lot of caring, but we need to care about ourselves too. So that's why I think the financial education and the mentoring is important for us to take care of our lives so that we can take care of others as well too.
Yeah. Right. So you've kind of touched a little bit already on who is eligible to participate, but anything else to add there as far as requirements and who can sign up?
Yeah, so generally we have a couple options, but I'm gonna start with our core program. Our core program is for young adults ages 18 through 35. It's 100% free. And the only commitment that we ask for you to be in our program is that you're committed to being a part of the program. We know it takes some effort for you to want to dive into your finances. It can be scary to come to the classes and to learn about stuff that we all feel insecure about, which is money. So we ask that you just be committed to coming to classes, and most importantly, be committed to showing up for your mentoring sessions as well. So that's vitally important for us moving forward. So not a tremendous amount of things that we're asking for up front, but we just want you to get the application in and be committed to coming to the class and learning as much as possible for you and your family.
Yeah. And the classes are really set up to, you need that attendance and to be able to make sure that you're getting all of the information and getting all of the resources. And I took lots of notes when I was participating, and because it is a lot of information, and finances is tough for some people. I will say, me especially, I'm not a numbers person at all. But now I have that information to refer to later. So it's not just a learning opportunity while you're taking the course, but it's something that you can take with you afterwards for every aspect of life.
Absolutely. We definitely think that it's such a big opportunity, and there's a lot of information. Don't get me wrong, a lot of stuff you're going to learn and do, but being committed to going through the process is vitally important. We use this equation called time plus knowledge plus behavioral change equals financial success. So you have to get each of those pieces. You already have the time as being a young adult coming into our program, the knowledge you're going to get from our program, the behavioral change you're going to get from working with your mentor. So all that equals financial success. So it's important that folks are ready to go when they come to third decade.
Great. We do have a question in the comments. So if we can just repeat again, what are the eligible age groups?
So for our core program, it's 18 through 35 is the age range. We'll probably, I'm sure we'll talk in a little bit, but we do have created some additional opportunities for folks who fall outside of our general age category to be a part of the program. But we also, one thing I did fail to mention, that we do have an income requirement as well too. So for individuals to join our program, they have to make less than $75,000 annually. But for a couple to join our program, and we encourage folks to do the program with their partner, you have to make less than $150,000. So those are the general requirements. But as I mentioned, we have created some opportunities for folks who fall outside of those ranges to be a part of our program as well.
Yeah, let's go ahead and share about those exciting new opportunities, because I know in our last episode that we did together, these are new options since then.
Absolutely. So we have two really exciting new ways for people to be a part of Third Decade. And our goal is to really just expand our ability to serve throughout the country, to be able to serve as many folks from as many different backgrounds as possible. So first thing I'm really excited about is that we are able to offer our program to those who want to take our program in Spanish now. So we've translated our entire curriculum on our asynchronous platform for folks to be able to take our program in 100% Spanish. And we have mentors who are Spanish speaking, bilingual. So they're able to speak with participants in Spanish if that's the language they choose to be a part of. So our general program traditionally we have some live classes that folks can take, or they can take it 100% asynchronously on their own. So now we have a 100% asynchronous Spanish option for folks. So we're super excited for our English language learners or our English as a second language folks that they now have an opportunity to advance their financial health as well. So that's one. The second one, we're calling it our Access Project. So we know that folks from different backgrounds, no matter where you're from, sometimes we want you to go to college. We want you to go to school. We want you to get promotions and get great jobs. But just because you fall into a nice opportunity doesn't mean that you still know what you need to know to be successful around finances, given the background. So we created an opportunity where folks who make a little bit more than our traditional background or may be up to 40 years old can get into our program. They have to take it 100% asynchronously, but they're also eligible for a mentor as well, too, to really figure out how they can get their financial journey on target. So those are the two opportunities that we're excited about, and to get folks signed up for our program.
That is really, really exciting. Congratulations. I'm happy to hear that. I know that we have a very large Spanish speaking audience as well. There's definitely a need there for those resources in a language that they can understand. So that's really great. And how about for new cohorts? When is the next one coming up, and how can somebody who is interested apply?
So our cohorts start every single quarter. So we're finishing up to yesterday was the last class for our January cohort, and we have another one starting in April. We have one after that in July, and then one in October. So the next opportunity for folks to be a part of Third Decade will be we start the first or second week of April is going to be our next class. So folks who apply now would be in the queue to be able to start for the April cohort if they want to. They can also defer and join in July if they like, but we want to get as many people as possible in while it's still fresh and hot and you're motivated. So we want to get folks into our April cohort if at all possible. So they can apply on our website and they'd be ready to go for the April session.
Great. And I'm going to put the link to the website here in the comments. I do also have the Third Decade website in the description of the video as well. So you can go ahead and click that link and sign up from there.
Perfect.
So Jomar, can you share maybe some results or statistics or a success story with us from somebody who has completed the program?
Well, I hope you have all day because I can share a lot of success stories from our program. The happiest day of my quarter is when we get feedback from our graduates. So we seek feedback at different stages of our program. But obviously, as we go through, we have lots of graduates who come through our program and they're official Third Decade alumni. We get their feedback. We get to know how we touch their lives. So I'm going to read a couple examples of some of the feedback that we get. So here's one. Financial literacy is not just for the elite and super wealthy. It is available to everyone. And thanks to Third Decade, we are making changes that will not only change our financial life, but our children's financial life as well. The information we have learned in this program is truly invaluable, and this has been a truly life-changing experience. So that's from Cole and Regina, who were part of our program. And then I have one more. Third Decade truly changed my life. This program equipped me with the knowledge, practice, and skills to make major changes. I truly loved my mentor, which I love hearing, and her incredible guidance these past 2 years. Thank you, Third Decade. And that's from Franny, who was a part of our program. So the results kind of speak for themselves as far as people, having a sense of this program worked for me. This is the knowledge that I wish I would have gotten a long time ago. And now I'm able to actually apply it to my life. And we actually have some statistics that back up how important it is. So one of the things since we have folks for 2 years, we're able to measure changes over time. So we know where you're starting at and where you're going to finish when you leave. And our biggest number that we like to highlight is our net worth. Folks come into Third Decade with varying degrees of negative, positive, or in between net worths because you're starting out on your journey and you don't know what you don't know. And lots of folks may have made changes or mistakes early in their lives. We see on average over $60,000 change in net worth amongst our participants. I'll say that again, $60,000 is the average change in net worth for our participants. So that means people are paying down debt, they're paying off student loans, they're closing credit card, or not closing, excuse me, keep your credit card, but they are paying down credit card balances. They're getting new jobs. They're realizing that they have 401k matches that they didn't know they had and are able to start contributing to 401k, and they're starting to save as well too. So there's multiple ways that that's actualizing, but we're very excited to have that number. And that's across all genders, all racial backgrounds, all ages in our program that we're seeing significant bumps to net worth as a part of working with third decade.
It's amazing. Those are great numbers. And it's also always great to hear those success stories and those testimonies. And the first one that you read off, I think they made a really good point there, is that the course is not just for someone who's wealthy or, financially literate. It's anyone starting out with maybe even little to no knowledge of how to manage finances. And one thing that I learned is it helped with even filling out forms with starting a new job, the forms that HR gives you. And I am in my 30s, and I don't think I've ever had somebody explain those forms to me. I'm sure you can reach out to HR and ask questions, of course, but to have notes that I can refer to and have this information to really set you up for success with understanding these forms that you're signing, or being able to understand the benefits that your company is offering to you. The course goes into a lot of details in that. And that was something that I wasn't really anticipating, but tremendously benefited from.
Yeah, I'd say young adults struggle with that significantly. I just always laugh when I hear, because I hear this often, and I think about my daughters, how they still to this day call me when they're filling out their I-9 tax documents, W-4s, and all that. I'm like, you guys should know this, and nobody teaches folks this stuff, right? So that is an important part of third decade, that we teach the aspects that are important but are unseen. We talk about taxes, we talk about insurance, we talk about inflation. So things of that nature are things that are unseen, but they need to be a part of your strategic thinking moving forward. So that's definitely an aspect of third decade we want to highlight moving forward as well.
Great. And we've got another question in the comments, and I'll let you go ahead and answer it. But Tracy is asking, is this just for Colorado?
No, we're nationwide. We have participants in over 43 states. Our goal is to conquer the world at some point in time. But we've had folks from New York down to California, from Washington down to Florida. So anybody around the country can join third decade. We're 100% virtual. Our classes are virtual. As I mentioned, they're either live or asynchronous. Our mentoring is virtual, and you'll connect with the third decade team virtually as well, too.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Jamar. Do you have any final thoughts to leave us with, or maybe anything that I might have missed?
Yeah, get in as soon as possible. Is the best time to start is today. That's what we say. When we talk about compound interest, we often say that the best time to get into the market, the best time to start doing things is yesterday. But if you can't do it yesterday, do it today. So start today. We want you to take control of your financial futures. Go to our website at www.3rddecade.org, and you can look at our application, understand our program, and just try to get started. And bonus is that tonight at 5:30 Mountain Time, we also have an info session. So if folks want more, need more questions about third decade, or want to get some more feedback, we have that, and we're going to have that recorded as well too. We'll be sharing that out on our YouTube page. But we're here to answer questions. We're here to get folks in our program. So just let us know if you have any questions moving forward. Anybody?
Great, thank you. That's excellent timing as well for anyone watching. If you have any questions or want to learn more, can attend that info session tonight.
Absolutely. Go visit our website. There's more information on our events page.
Right. Sounds great. Thank you so much for taking some time to join us, Jomar, and share your knowledge and share your resources with us. And thank you to everyone for joining us live or watching the recorded video. We appreciate you. And be sure to check out all the links that we have in the description of this video to learn more, and reach out if you have any questions.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me on, Rachel.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.